Hello, welcome to today. We're gonna playing a little bit of Danganronpa. Actually, we're gonna do the fifth trial, whatever. We're just gonna be hanging out a little bit, and nothing too serious, to be honest with you. A little bit before we start. Yeah. Like, man. It's kind of weird, actually. It's kind of a little bit weird, the attitude that sometimes I take from time to time. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. I don't know how to put it. It's, the feeling is completely different compared to what it used to be, actually. So, I mean... yeah, pretty much. So yeah, again, one thing that I kind of realized a little bit was that I really can't really do math at all. Like, really. For whatever reason, it's like I saw a post on social media, right? I'm not gonna call it social media place, but it was like, oh yeah, right, student loan debt. They're still paying they're still owing like 60,000 buccarinos after the student loans after like 20 something years. And the only thing that kind of stuck to me a little bit was, okay, first off, why the hell is the person okay, I'll explain it in a bit, basically, but yeah, anyway, where am I? There I am. Cool. So I was looking at a post, basically, and it was literally a lady that was just saying specifically, this is like, somebody didn't get a degree in math because all these numbers are wrong. And it's like, I'm over here sitting reading the thing, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? Like, literally, the post is saying that they still owe money after taking like a total of 70,000 buccarinos out of debt, basically. And it's like, yeah, well, that's the thing, really. Like, yeah, they paid like at least 100. I did the numbers, actually, and it was like approximately probably like 138,000, 140 of like all the money that they ended up paying up, basically. And I was like, okay, yeah, so that's the thing, isn't it? Is like, this person is saying that they ended up just paying 148, well, 140 out of like out of their student debt or something. And I was like, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, right? And the post was basically just saying, yeah, well, apparently you didn't do a degree in math. I was like, what the hell does that even mean? What the hell do you mean with that kind of thing? Like, I'm not the greatest at math, but but the post kind of checks out. I mean, they're frustrated about the interest that they got out of the student loan, which, by the way, it's kind of strange that they kind of like charge you like 100% of interest, basically, or something. Like, I don't know how expensive that thing can get, basically, but I don't know. It was crazy, basically, and I'm just assuming that it was just like a parody within a parody, whereas like, oh yeah, these numbers don't make any sense. I mean, the student loan person is complaining about a situation that probably cannot exist, and if it does, what the fuck? And on the other side, we had this kind of situation where it was just like, okay, yeah, well, they were complaining about the numbers being wrong, and I'm like, no, this actually checks out. It's just they're just not necessarily saying the exact number. I mean, they were like the post literally said 120 plus thousand on debt. I was like, okay, yeah, okay, 138. That's a big difference from 120. Let's be honest. I feel like it would have been more accurate to say that okay, like 140,000 or something, right? Or like 100, yeah, like just round it up, just say like 140,000. That makes way more sense, basically. But it's like, I mean, yeah, the whole post was just like a mind kind of like stupid like a mind like a mind twisting type of nonsense that I was just scratching my head and was like, so what's the point of this post actually? The point of this post is to make fun of stupid people who didn't stop to read it and do the numbers themselves. Is that the whole point of this whole post? If so, you almost got me because I almost scrolled past it, but I was like, okay, well, wait. Why is this person saying that? Why is that being said? Okay, sure. Okay, the numbers, okay, kind of checks out, but not really. The post is making fun of somebody who cannot do math. And I'm like, well, I mean, I ended up just basically just doing numbers for no reason, basically. I think that was the joke. The joke was that the person that posted that kind of post and then making a fucker do a mathematical operation for no reason. Like that's a possibility actually, and that within itself is fucking hilarious. But at the same time, I have to say to that poster, what the fuck does that even mean, dude? Jeez. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, in short, what I'm trying to say as well is just that I hate math. Actually, like for there's a reason why I stopped going to school at some point, and it was because of math specifically. Like, not gonna lie, like if school was all about literature and like I don't know language or something like that, I would have just gotten a master's degree in literature or something. But for whatever reason, universities require you to be proficient in goddamn math in at least a little bit. And I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to do math. I mean, I want to make a linguistical joke, but no, I shouldn't say it. Anyway, so yeah, I want to do math, but not really. Basically, if you catch my drift. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. And I was like, I was doing math, not um math, and again, I ended up just being like, okay, well, whatever it is, it's cool, I guess. I guess you helped me exercise my brain a little bit. Cool, whatever. So yeah, and it's like I kind of realized that my brain is ADHD as hell. Actually, my brain has become an ADHD hellhole a little. Well, it kind of became like that for like the longest time. I was just like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to think. I just want to be happy or something. And then when I started being happy, I kind of realized that oh crap, actually I do need to be logical to kind of like take the next step or something. I was like, oh crap, suddenly I actually have to be smart. Crap, I can no longer be a stupid idiot that doesn't know what is happening around him. And at that point, it was just like, oh crap. Well, yeah. So anyway, yeah. That's my funny story for the day, I guess. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the thing, I guess. Like I don't want to like emphasize a lot about how like unskilled I am at certain things and how really cracked I am at other things, basically. But yeah, that's kind of the thing a little bit. Like like I don't want to say that there's like a little bit of an insecurity, basically, but I definitely do feel a little bit insecure not being capable of solving complex equations or something. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Sometimes that does bother me. It's like from time to time, it kind of happens to me where I'm just looking at some complicated math or something, some kind of a complicated equation, and I'm like, I know that I hate doing math, but I feel frustrated that I cannot do some kind of like weird complex equation about something. And I know that it's an emotional response because I have personal hatred against it. And because I have personal hatred, it makes it more difficult for me to develop my skills in numbers, basically. And that within itself, it kind of makes this kind of analysis where I'm just like, oh God, I really wish that I could do some complicated equations to kind of like get to the bottom of things a little bit, but I don't want to. It's like I wish that I could, but I actually don't want to. I would prefer to draw something and learn how to draw that before doing equations. Even though that I feel like it would be probably I mean, it would be like a psychic inflation more than anything. Like I would inflate my ego to know that I'm capable of doing complex, abstract algorithms or whatever. Right? It's more like a flex, if anything. You know. And again, it kind of becomes this kind of thing where it's just like, do I really want to waste some time into it? And it's like, yeah, maybe I could one day, basically. Maybe one day I could basically just learn how to do it, actually. Like, I don't know, calculate the, I don't know, the boiling point of some liquid or something, maybe. Like, that could be interesting, if anything. What is the boiling point of blood? For whatever reason, is like, I don't know, kind of interested a little bit just for mere curiosity, but at the same time, I want to roleplay being a vampire and sucking on some girl's neck. Actually, that's kind of the thing, really. It's like on one hand, I'm a vampire, and I'm a vampire because I want to roleplay the fact that I'm sucking on some cute girl's neck, versus knowing how much it takes to boil a bowl of fucking blood. It's like I feel like I would feel stupid if I went for knowing the boiling point of blood. Basically, I feel like I would be a little bit stupid just to lean towards that, just a teeny tiny bit. You know, it's kind of like, do you want to think about cute girls, or do you want to think about the physics of the world? And I'm like, I mean, a little bit of both. Not gonna lie. But if it was preferable, I would just be like, okay, cute chicks come first, then science. And if science and well, actually no, chicks come first, then motherfucking art and music. Then after that comes philosophy and a little bit of psychology, and then comes science. Because at that point it's kind of like, okay, yeah, science, kind of important, because we need to know if what kind of condition we need to put like clay, so that, I mean, in what condition does clay need to be in order for you to kind of like shove it in an oven without cracking or whatever, in how much temperature degrees do you have to put it, in which conditions do you have to put it. I don't know, like, okay, how the fuck do you fix the stupid oven? Whenever it breaks down, you need to be a little bit patient to fix the damn thing. And it's like, in order for you to fix it yourself, you kind of have to be logical about it. And it's just like, oh fuck, god damn it, the world is just set of so many complex, stupid conditions that make you want to choke a goose, and preferably not yourself in the process. Or maybe you could if you want to have a fun time, basically. Like, actually, that's kind of the thing. It's like, if you think about it, you can choke a goose just to have a fun time. I was like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of like a smart thing to do sometimes. I mean, if you think about it, becoming a simp of anime women can be the smartest decision that you can take in your life, because that will make you happy. Actually, if you think about it, if you think about it in that accurate manner, just being a disgusting otaku is probably the wisest decision that you can take sometimes. And because of it, it kind of becomes this kind of thing where it's just like, I mean, yeah, sure, I guess it can be the wisest decision that you can take at that point a little bit. So yeah. So yeah, but it's like, again, it's up to the eyes of the beholder a little bit, basically. Really. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna turn on my fan. Give me a second. Give me a moment. Right. So that's kind of the thing. That's kind of the thing about the world, I guess. Basically, it's like, after understanding how human beings work, um, I understand myself a little bit better after understanding the psychological implications of a thought, and making a branch out of those thoughts specifically in a logical manner, right? Because I know how I can manipulate language a little bit better, and how I can like articulate myself a little bit better without feeling feared that I'm saying the wrong thing. I can actually actively say that I'm a little bit more confident in my abilities to just speak, basically. I'm a little bit more confident in that side, and because of it, I don't feel threatened to just make a mistake or two, basically, because, like, again, it's like words are words, and they're not necessarily, like, how to put it, they're not necessarily the truth of the individual, but it can be just a surface of a swimming thought that has come across your feed in certain ways. And because it can come around and swim around the pool of ideas, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is a part of your individual. It just means that it's in the swimming pool of ideas of people, basically. And just because it's in the swimming pool doesn't mean that it's your symbol. It's just like, I guess you can take it or you can leave it, and you can be like, okay, yeah, just leave that thought for a little bit and let it swim wherever it has to go, basically. And yeah, in that kind of sense, a little bit, it kind of makes me like curious about, like, what is the system of the, like, what is the purpose of certain algorithms, basically. Like, certain algorithms are always looking to just getting things out of people, I guess, if you think about it. And that's kind of the funny thing, basically. It's just like, if you think about it, I guess programmers, this is kind of like, like, I don't know how to put it. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the way that I see it, basically, which is, I never thought that I would say this, like, actually, but probably running into Google's headquarters has to be exactly like a ghetto for smart people. And it kind of sounds counterproductive a little bit, but it's like, if you think about it, Google is kind of like a hood, actually. It's like, you got the smart kid that is good at programming, you got the mathematician, you got the algorithm, like uh like constructor or something. You got the hot chick, you got the seductress, you got the psychiatrist, you got the psychologist, you got everything. And everybody's packing, actually. Everybody's packing. Everybody got a gun and ready to shoot at the motherfucker that looks at them ugly, if you think about it. And that's kind of the funny part about it, a little bit, when it comes to, like, Google headquarters. It's like, do you think that Google headquarters from time to time have, like, some kind of, like, some kind of like some kind of infighting between like the like the reds and the blue. Well, basically, yeah. It's probably like some gang wars of like motherfucking nerds, and they're like, "Ooh, ooh, the guy from Sector B has motherfucking threatened to call me names and has invited me into a fucking algorithm battle because he fucking hates my guts or something," and it's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you on about?" Dude, you're stupid. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do what you actually shouldn't listen to what other people are saying. But when is the fight actually? I just want to know, when are you gonna fight against that fucker? Because I might have to take a day off whenever that happens. Okay? Because I want to see some smart dude taking on another smart dude because I'm the smartest in the room. Okay? Hit me up. I'm not a mathematician, but like I want to see whenever like the shot starts popping from office A to office B. Okay, like I want to see that shit. I want to see you stroking your fucking meat all over this dude's face because he got a little bit too motherfucking proud of himself or something. And it's like, to some degree, like I don't like to, I mean, within my imagination, sometimes I think probably that has happened in some instance in like the software development competition agenda or something. I don't know, probably. Like, if I think about it in the most rational manner, that probably has happened multiple times. There's probably like, no, I don't want to name drop anything besides Google, because again, I'm streaming in Google basically in YouTube products. Which, by the way, Google, fuck you. You know that you're the only rational alternative in the global scale on like media distribution. And because you know that, sometimes you take it a little bit too far, by the way, so suck my dick a little bit. But at the same time, yeah, you're doing a cool job. I don't know, like I don't want to offend anyone, but at the same time I do want to offend them, but at the same time I don't. But if it's a cute girl, then I do want to offend a little bit. If it's an ugly dude, then I do want to offend a little bit. And it's just like, yeah, no, that's kind of the thing a little bit. Like, I don't know how to put it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is like, it's like Google is kind of like a churro factory if you think about it. Like actually, it's a churro factory. You throw like a bunch of dough into the boiling oil, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna chop a log and throw it into the boiling oil. Right? Okay. Cool. Why did you throw an entire log into the oil? Why did you do that? I don't know. I just decided to. Why are you asking? I don't know. I'm just asking. Okay, yeah, but who are you to ask me? You piece of shit. I I don't. Oh, who's the churro manager in this floor? Are you the churro manager or am I the churro manager? Uh, I mean, I guess you're the churro manager. Oh, okay. So because I'm the churro manager, I get to say specifically the amount of logs that churros are able to go through, right? I guess. Yeah. Um. Okay, because of that, and because there's a hot chick on my side, I'm just gonna do a pro gamer move right about fucking here, dude. So yeah, fuck you, suck my dick, eat shit, and probably my churro is the greatest. Yours sucks, and unless you're capable of putting me on my knees, opening my ass, and shoving your entire hot wiener inside of my butthole, I'm the one in charge, and you're the one who is gonna take that wiener up your butt. Isn't that kind of aggressive? Isn't that kind of like uncivilized? I was like, no, sadly, it seems like even in the world of algorithmical thinking, there's a programmer out there that has the biggest dick out of everybody. And it's like okay, it's like even within like women who have who are programmers, there's probably women are out there that have huge dicks. Basically, if you think about it, like, do you think that there are women who actually look at like get out of the shower, look at themselves in the mirror, they take a peek down there, they're kind of like moving it around, and it's like, oh, that's kind of nice actually. It kind of grew like an inch or two. Man, if it grows hard enough, I guess I can become like, I guess I can become a dominatrix or something. Yeah, I guess I can do that. Do you think that I can? Oh yeah, maybe I can be a dominatrix. Oh shit! Hold on. Oh, the next thing you know, those programming women out there. The next thing you fucking know, they're out there going into your local shop, getting a strap on, showing up to the office next week, and just saying, I'm the alpha woman here, right? I'm the alpha woman, so if you're a cute girl, be careful of where you're sitting. I'm looking at you, Annie from accounting. They're gonna be counting how many times I make you go crazy with my hands and my artificial wiener. So you better be careful, Annie from accounting. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. Do you check out? Do you see me? Do you see what is happening? Okay, yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm just being consensual. Okay, I'm just shooting my shot here. I'm not trying to start a new world war of opinions here. But I'm trying to say if I can be the top and you can be the bottom, so that you know, so you can count. So you can count how many times you go to heaven with that kind of hot body of yours, you hot thing. I was like, yeah, probably, actually. I mean, I can joke about it because I'm a guy. Because it's like, yeah, I cannot. I mean, I guess I can joke about that because I'm a guy. Because like, if I'm a guy, I'm just like, yeah, well, I cannot make guy jokes. Like, actually, kind of a little bit. No, because like, actually, you know what? Let me think about it. Why can't I make guy jokes? Actually, it probably is because I'm kind of summoning the wrong people. Because if I say a guy joke, I'm insinuating that I'm hunting for some hot ass papaya tasting woman out there. And because of it, it kind of becomes this kind of thing where it's just like, I guess I cannot joke about men a little bit, I guess. So it's like, yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's like I can joke about lesbians a little bit. I can joke about gay people, but I cannot joke about straight people because I'm fucking straight, and I'm not gonna be able to. And if I do something, I'm gonna I'm gonna fucking summon hell, like hell in front of me, and some hot chicks that haven't seen actions since the Stone Age. Since the moment that the fire got invented, they haven't seen any action. So it's kind of like, well, shit, man. Well, what do I do at that situation? You know. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's the thing. When it comes to the program, actually. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So 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 YouTube employees. Do you Do you have a coffee machine? Like, do you have a coffee machine? It'd be insane if you had a coffee machine. You want to know why? You want to know why it would be impressive if you had a coffee machine? Because it would mean that there's enough representation in your office to have a coffee machine. Man, I really, you're really stepping it up. You have coffee makers in your office. That's big representation. Thumbs up or something. Hey, shout out to all the coffee makers out of the offices. Shout out to you. You're the best, actually. I don't know. Anyway, let's play the game. Okay, so let's check out the motherfucking situation. Okay, I'm gonna get some pen and paper for this bullcrap. Actually, we have to figure out what is happening. Okay. Okay, so let's go over the situation. Just a second. Okay. Abracadabra. I forget that I got new skills out of the. Okay. Culinary focus, charisma. Okay, let's go with charisma or something. Okay, and something with that too. Okay, cool. Let's go with that. Okay. View handbook. So yeah, last time what ended up happening is that Kaito and what is it? Kaito and Omakun ended up disappearing. Actually, they ended up disappearing, and because of it, we have to figure out who is the one who is under the press, basically. Who's actually dead? What's the motherfucker that ended up being dead on a table, right? So we gotta figure that out. The victim's body was discovered in the hangars where the exosalt is stored. The victim was crushed by a hydraulic press. For this reason, the remains cannot be identified. So we do not know who's actually dead. The hydraulic press. The hydraulic press's controls are a short distance away from the device itself. There are two buttons labeled up and down. It also features a safety function. The body was crushed by the hydraulic press and it's unidentifiable. Okay, cool. The hydraulic press safety function causes it to stop when its infrared sensor detects a living thing. Okay. The hydraulic press uses an infrared sensor. For safety reasons, the device will come to a halt. Okay, yeah, sure. Hatched electronic lock. These two exosalts at the scene of the crime. Okay, the two exosalts, okay. One was in the storage when its cockpit closed. The other was in the middle of the hangar with its hatch open and its cockpit exposed. There is enough space in the cockpit for one person. There's an electronic lock on the hatch, and that only the monocups can open. A small puddle of blood in the middle of the hangar's bathroom. Some blood cells were found leading to the door out of the bathroom. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. Small empty bottle found in the corner of the bathroom. The label is stained with blood, so the one visible word is poison. Determined to have come from the Ultimate Detective's research lab. A disassembled crossbow from the Ultimate Assassin's research lab. It was stored in a large black case. It was complicated to assemble and would be difficult for anyone who wasn't taught how. Which kind of implies that this crossbow was made by Kaito specifically. 3 arrows. Okay, give me a second. Maybe it's a little bit too loud. Maybe just a teeny tiny bit. Give me a second. Just like around there. Okay. Found on the floor of the hangar's bathroom. The tips are all three arrows are wet with blood. So what the fuck? Okay. A case a large black case, which is more of a bag than a case. A case that had a disassembled crossbow in it. The crossbow does not fit in the case unless it's disassembled. Okay. Bathroom window. A window roughly 8 inches wide. Although it's too small for a person, an object could fit through it. Okay, 8 inches. That's kind of big, but not big enough for like shoulders, I guess. Okay, swipe pattern bloodstain. A bloodstain that is smeared from the hangar's bathroom to the hydraulic press. Okay, cool. As though something was dragged. Okay. Kaito's coat. When the body was discovered, only the left sleeve was sticking out from the hydraulic press. A single hole can be seen where the sleeve is sticking out. Okay, interesting. Kibo's account. The night before the body was discovered, Himiko was seen going through to the hangar and coming back before the exosols returned. Okay. She had a black bag with her on the way there, but she didn't have it when she came back. So it means that Himiko is responsible for leaving the crossbow in the toilet window. It is responsible for shoving in the bag in the hole, basically. Electro bomb. When used, it scatters particles and interferes with electromagnetic waves, rendering electronics, communications, and sensors unusable. Lasts for about 2 hours and covers an area of about 50 yards. Damn, okay. Each can only be used once. Of the 3 that were made, Kokichi had 2 and Maki had 1. Okay, yeah, sure. Sure. Used electro hammer found on the ground near the 3 exosols in the cyber courtyard. The electro hammers can disable any electronic device they're used on. However, they run out of power very quickly, and a single use on an exosol will completely drain the electro hammer. After being drained, they require 24 hours of charging to be used again. Okay. The exosoles protecting Monokuma. The day before the body was discovered, the exosoles surrounding Monokuma in the courtyard were given commands to observe these movements via the remote control Kokichi had. Okay. The hangar's front shutter. It is protected by an electric barrier, and if someone approaches it, an alarm will sound through the academy. The alarm can be disabled with the alarm remote. The control panel for the electric barrier is next to the shutter, and it has marks on it, as though it was struck by something sharp. Okay. Okay. There are many poisons lined up on the shelves in the Ultimate Detective's research lab. Of all of them, only the Strike 9 poison bottle had less poison in it. Okay, Strike 9. It takes some time for Strike 9 to fully take effect, but it's 100% fatal. Even if it's a small amount enters the body. It just gloats. Found stuffed in the toilet in the hangar's bathroom. Small holes were found in the back and on the sleeve. Both holes had traces of blood around them. Okay. No one had seen Kokichi during the entire investigation or up until the start of the class trial. So we don't know exactly if like Kaito is the one that is dead, if it's Oma-kun. We actually don't know who's the fucker that is actually dead. Both of them could be dead actually, so we don't actually know. So let's get this class trial started. Okay, let's see.
では最初 初に学級裁判の簡単な説明をしておきましょう。
Right.
学級裁判では誰が犯人かを議論し、その結果はお前らの投票により決定されます。
Right.
正しい黒を指摘できれば黒だけがお仕置きですが、もし間違った人物を黒としてしまった場合は黒以外の全員がお仕置きされ、生き残った黒だけが最終学園から卒業。
卒業にもはや意味がないことは分かっています。
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's like I feel like all the characters are already like done. They're just like yeah, we don't give a shit if we graduate or not. We know the world's in shambles. We know the world sucks. And that the only comfort that we have is the fact that we still have each other. And because of it, we kind of have to figure out where the other two fuckers are, okay? We really have to. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. If we know that there are robots that are already doing the dirty, having a robot that speaks is kind of like a step down if you think about it. Kinda. So, yeah.
それより、大間はどうしたの？なんであいつはここにいないの？そんなに怖い顔で睨まないでよ。これには深い事情があるんだからさ。
Right.
深い事情？ほら、今回の殺人って被害者すらはっきりしてない特殊な事件でしょ？なので、ご覧のようにあえて被害者を伏せたまま学級裁判を始めてみたいと思います。
Classic.
せっかくの被害者不明って展開なんだし、それを生かさないのはもったいないなと思ってさ。
Yeah, sure, if you put it like that.
そんなのってあり？学級裁判って全員参加じゃなかったの？あ、心配しなくても大丈夫だよ。生きている方には裏でスタンバイしてもらってるからさ。まあこれも演出の一環ってことで、とりあえず議論をスタートさせてください。
Okay, so it means that Monokuma is implying that there's somebody who's still alive, basically.
どうも納得できませんが、この状態で始めるしかないようですね。
Yeah.
じゃが、議論も何もあるまい。今回の犯人は首謀者の大間で間違いないはずじゃ。
Okay, sure.
それしか考えられないよ。
いや、決めつけるのは危険だよ。まだ桃田くんが被害者って決まったわけでもないし。い
つまで言ってるの？被害者は桃田だよ。それ以外には考えられない。
でも改めてはっきりさせた方がいいと思う。そうしないと。このまま残っているはずのもう一人もこの場にいないままなんだよ。
容疑者をこの場に引きずり出すためにも、まずは被害者をはっきりさせないとダメなようですね。
Right.
わざわざ決まりきったことを話すなど、めんどいことこの上ないの。
Everyone thinks that Kaito is the victim, but I have my doubts. There's a chance Kaito is still alive. If we keep discussing the case, I'm sure we'll see the truth. There's no evidence that allows us to confirm the victim or the survivor. Totally to declare who the victim is. Okay, let's see. No, I mean, Kokichi can be the victim. Yeah, basically. Right. Seems to be the case. I mean, so far. I mean, it could be a possibility that it's Oma with Kaito's coat, because his clothes are... I mean, the clothes of Oma are somewhere else, basically. So, I mean, as far as it goes, if you didn't look at the evidence, you cannot come into conclusions, basically. Until you see a corpse, you cannot say that something has happened. Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki's insisted that it's Kaito's. But why is that? I thought we had an understanding. I thought she'd want to believe Kaito is still alive. Either way, it seems Maki's hung up on Kaito's clothes. In that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on that evidence. If I do that, I think she'll realize there's a chance that Kaito's alive. Okay, shoot. There's something peculiar about these clothes. There's... okay, the blood stain of the clothing. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, the owner of the clothing, maybe? I mean, the sleeve. Maybe we can go with that with the sleeve. That's kind of the funny part. It's like... that's a good point, actually. I didn't think about it, but now that he says it like this, yeah. If he got crushed to death while he was wearing his clothes, why isn't the arm sticking out? Why isn't there a dismembered arm? There should be a dismembered arm in order for you to kind of like conclude that Kaito is the one that is dead, basically, or that there's a dead person under there. So because of it, we cannot imply that that's the case. and that the person's clothing is the body that we're dealing with. Like we cannot determine that out of that, specifically because of that situation. And if it was, there would be an arm somewhere. There would be an arm in the room somewhere.
だって服を着たままプレス機に潰されたら袖だけがプレス機の外に出るなんてありえないよね。
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Shuichi did bring a good point there.
袖に通していた腕も一緒にプレス機の外にはみ出しているはずだよ。
Yeah, basically.
それなのに袖だけがプレス機の外に出ていたってことは、
そのせいで殺してもいい。
She's involved, isn't she? She has to be involved in the situation.
そんなことをわざわざ説明して。
Yeah, she's involved, too, definitely.
思ったより
Oh my fucking god. Yeah.
その程度のことに気づけないなら黙っててよ。鬱陶しいだけだからさ。
Yeah, sure. Okay.
袖だけがプレス機からはみ出してたのはむしろ当たり前なんだよ。潰されたのも他のやつならともかく桃田の場合よね。そんなこともわからないなんて。あんたは桃田の何を見てたの？
Yeah, you look more murderous than usual. Why are you trying to sell us the idea really hard that was that the one that is under there is Momota, actually? I didn't do well with this debate, okay.
袖だけがプレス機からはみ出してたのはむしろ当たり前なんだ。
Okay, yeah, sure.
潰されたのも他のやつならともかく桃田の場合よね。そんなこともわからないなんて。あんたは桃田の何を見てたの？
Okay, cool.
桃田くんの何を見ていたってどういう意味？
あいつはいつも服を変な風に着ていた。上着の袖に腕を通してなかったんだよ。だからプレス機に潰された時に袖だけがプレス機の外にはみ出したんだよ。分かったらもう黙ってて。あんたは邪魔なんだよ。
Okay.
あいつはいつも服を変な風に着ていた。上着の袖に腕を通してなかったんだよ。
Okay.
言葉切ってみせる。
Oh, did I get an ability that helps me or
確
something?
かに桃田くんはいつも服の袖に腕を通していなかったけど。
Right.
それは右腕だけで左腕はちゃんと袖に腕を通していたはずだ。
Dude, low-key, I want to disable that, like, a little bit. It's helping me a little bit too much. Gosh.
でもプレス機からはみ出ていたのは左の袖の方だった。
Okay, yeah, sure.
だとするとあの袖がはみ出していたのはやっぱり不自然だよ。
Okay, yeah, sure.
じゃあその時だけたまたま両方の袖に腕を通してなかったんじゃない？
I mean, actually, Harukawa makes a good point because Kaito does tend to not wear his sleeves, and he just uses it like kind of like a jacket, kind of like a half jacket kind of thing. But it's just like the fact that she's trying to sell the idea a little bit too hard that it's Kaito, the one that is dead, kind of implies that she's trying to hide something in particular. Like, again, that's kind of the thing a little bit. Well, like, not always. I definitely say that it's not always the case. Sometimes it can be a little bit of insecurity, basically. But because she's a cold-blooded killer, the fact that she's selling the ideas too hard does make me a little bit suspicious that she's trying to hide something in particular.
そう考えることだってできる。結局あんたの推理なんて穴だらけなんだよ。
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
いい加減もう邪魔しないで。私はここで大間を倒さないといけないんだからさ。
Right. Maki, what's really going on? Seems you made up your mind that Kaito is definitely dead. But why would you do that?
でも春川さんの言う通りだよね。被害者は桃田くんとしか考えられないよ。
Right.
だって首謀者の大間くんが死んでるならこの殺し合いだって続いているわけがないし。
Which kind of implies that Kokichi was not the mastermind. Or option number 2, how do I put it? Or yeah, maybe Oma-kun is like still alive and Kaito's dead. It could be a possibility, but like the fact is, I mean, it could be the fact that mastermind is somebody else, definitely.
確かにそうじゃな。
モノクマ、もう被害者ははっきりしたんだし、さっさと大間をこの場に連れてきて。
Right.
もうまだ早くない？
いいえ、ここから先は容疑者の話になります。本人に出てきてもらわないと議論が進みません。
Right, sure.
はいはい、わかったよ。じゃあそろそろ登場してもらいましょうか。容疑者さんいらっしゃい。
Okay. Right.
えぐい猿。
なんじゃ、なぜえぐい猿が出てくるんじゃ。
You know, that's a deep philosophical question. Why is the XSL here? Why is Himiko here? Why am I here? Why? And the answer shall be answered tonight at 8 p.m. where motherfucking Himiko Yumeno will fight against Harumaki in a battle of wits and charisma. Typing in forums about who is the ugliest bitch of them all and who can convince themselves of being insecure for the rest of their lives. Let's go. Okay, well, that's kind of the thing a little bit. I guess Kaito is alive. Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite character is dead. Oma Kokichi is dead. He was so young. He was just a young evil genius. Why did the good ones have to die so early? What is this?
その声、桃田くんですか？
桃田。
いろいろあって格納庫のえぐい猿の中に隠れてたんだが、いつの間にか寝ちまったみたいだな。すっかり遅れちまったぜ。で、今はどんな状況だ？
ちょっと待ってよ。じゃあ死んだのは桃田くんじゃなくて。
わーが嘘だよー。本気で俺が死んだと思った？俺が死ぬわけないじゃん。
Oh wait, never. Momota-kun is dead! Yay! Woo! Momota! Well, actually, I'm still a little bit sad about it. but not as sad.
オーマくん俺は死にませんみんなを愛しているから
ネタが古いぞ。お主はいくつじゃ。
そんなことだろうと思ったけど、クソ野郎にふさわしい最低な登場だね。
ミシシ俺のためにそんなに怒ってくれるなんてちょっと照れちゃうな
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
本当にオーマくんなのか。
あたり前田のクラッカーだよ
だからいくつじゃ。
だったらどうしてエグい猿に乗ったままなんだ。ちゃんと姿を見せたらどうだ。
なあこれは自己防衛ってやつだよ生身だと誰かさんに殺されちゃうからね
That's a good point.
でもみんなの気持ちはわかるよこの姿のせいで俺の言うことが信じられないんでしょにししそう思ってちゃんと証拠を持ってきてるよ
Okay.
証拠じゃーんこのビデオカメラです
Hey, we're about to see the results of a quarrel. Hey, cue the music. Oh, yeah, oh god, that moment must have been magical or something.
例のごとく倉庫にあったやつなんだけど何かあった時のために格納庫に持ってきておいたんだよねいやー大正解だったよおかげでバッチリ映すことができたからさ被害者が死ぬ瞬間をね
Oh.
なんじゃと。
Wait, that's some kind of content that's a little bit too much. Oma role player or actual Oma.
衝撃的瞬間を見てみようか
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
ねえモノクマこのビデオカメラをモニターに接続してくれる
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Monokuma grabbed the camera from the exisal, hooked it up to the courtroom's monitor, and played the tape for us. Okay. Oh, so it is Kaito, the one that is dead. Oh, so it is Kaito, the one that died. I mean, they were both my favorite characters, actually. So I don't know how to feel. Like, should I feel happy or sad? I don't know. It's like both of them were kind of cool in their own right, and one of them is dead, while my favorite one is alive. Well,
桃田くん
well.
ひどいよ。どうしてこんなこと。見てしまった。桃田が潰される瞬間を見てしまった。なんか出る。
ちなみに言っておくけど今の映像は完全ノーカット無修正版だからね
That's suspicious, but go on.
そもそもこのビデオカメラってかなり簡易的な機能しかなくて
Okay, yeah, sure.
再生ボタンと録画ボタンと一時停止ボタンがあるだけで撮影した後に編集なんてできないんだよ
Yeah, sure.
もちろん動画をパソコンに取り込んで編集したりもしてないよ。ねえモノクマン。答えてもいいよ。今のは裁判の公平な推理材料として必要な話だからさ。
なるほど。公平な推理材料として必要ならばお答えしましょう。確かに学園内のすべてのパソコンを確認しましたが、外部接続された形跡はありませんでした。
ほらね、カメラをパソコンに接続していない以上、映像の編集は不可能なんだよ。
I'm still gonna call bullshit and call it fake.
つまり今の映像は担保なきまでに本物なんだよ。
It's fake and fruity. The double F. Fake and fucking no, actually the triple F. Fake and fucking fruity. I'm calling the triple F right here.
だとすると、もう疑う余地はなさそうですね。格納庫のプレス機で潰された正体不明の死体は桃田くんで間違いありません。
The murder video has been recorded in the monopad. Viewed from the truth bullet menu. Okay. It's not playing. God damn it. Okay, whatever. Was that really him? I mean, honestly, I think that he was already dead because the press was able to crush him. Like, apparently the press is able to detect if it's alive or not, allegedly. So the possibilities of well, actually, the message could be bullshit as well because Kibo was about to get crushed to death as well. Well, he's a robot, so maybe it's different, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Are you really gonna make a joke about your dead friend, about how you're transferring your vomit into another woman's mouth? Are you really gonna make that joke? What the fuck? Okay. I mean, there was a reason why. I guess there's a reason why I like a human, though. But hey, Ipecac party! Blah, blah, blah. Ipecac party! Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be hilarious, actually. Why? What was Kaito killed? Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. Oh, fuck. Okay, give me a second. I disconnected my monitor. Okay, cool. He just told us all that he was the mastermind, that the killing game was over. So what would he gain by killing Kaito?
ようやく信じてもらえたみたいだね。この中にいるのが俺だってことをさ。
Okay, yeah, sure.
今のでようやく確信できました。
え、なんで？
被害者が死ぬ瞬間を撮影していたということは、君がその現場にいたということに他なりません。
I mean,
この映像を撮影した君こそが桃田君を殺した犯人なんです。
Harumaki is still possibly the culprit.
でも撮影したのが犯人なら どうしてわざわざ証拠になるような映像を。
There's a reason for that, and it's material for a later day, actually. I mean, that's a reason to do it, actually. Like unironically, it sounds very psychotic and very fucked up. But I guess if you're gonna kill somebody and record it, the intent is gonna be to use it later for something else, some kind of kink or something, maybe. Or even just as evidence. That's also another thing. But I'm gonna lean more towards kink, just because the world is full of degenerates. But I'm not eliminating the possibility that Kokichi is gonna use it as evidence in some shape or form. Yeah, definitely. He's definitely the culprit. He definitely is. What? Yeah, definitely. He did it. Yeah, he definitely did that. Yeah. Sure. Right. Right. Why Shirogane is so fucking autistic, dude? Like, Shirogane legit is one of the most blind I mean, I guess that's why she's Shirogane. Actually, she's so fucking blind. Like, literally. But okay, sure. Kokichi, you're my favorite. Yeah, sure. Haruka was gonna be the killer, isn't she? I feel like she's gonna be the killer. She has to be. Right. I don't know about beloved, but I do feel like an evil twink would look up to a despair-induced big titty Gyaru because of the evil kind of like interconnection or something. Like, yeah, actually, if you think about it, I can totally see it. I can totally see that shit. The horror that has been the main axis of the two previous games, and probably it's gonna have to do with this game somehow.
容疑者が遅れて現れてすぐに罪を認めて終わりなんて、そんなのゲームにすらなってない。大間くんやモノクマ、江ノ島純子がこだわっていたゲームにすらなってない。
Why are people shoving the idea of Junko in now?
首謀者自身がゲームに飽きたってことでしょ。それも絶望の残党らしいと思うけど。
Okay.
いや、飽きているならわざわざあんな映像を撮影したりはしないし、それに本当に飽きているならこの学級裁判自体を始める必要がなかったはずだ。やっぱり何か不自然だ。せめてもう少し様子を見た方がいいと思う。きっと大間君には何か企みがあるんだ。彼は僕らを罠にかけようとしているのかもしれない。
Right.
罠って何？大間が犯人じゃないってこと？だったら私たちの中に犯人がいるっていうの？
I mean, yeah. What? What?
大間くんじゃないとすると、犯人は僕らの中の誰かということになりますか？
Probably.
うちらの中にあと
Himiko, why are you sweating?
そんなのありえないよ。
Yeah, Shirogane seems to not have been involved in anything, actually.
僕はそこまで言ってない。ただ彼の言うことを簡単に信じるのは危険だって。
にしし、犀原ちゃんは疑り深いね。でも犀原ちゃんの言う通りなのでした。実は俺は犯人じゃないのです。
Seriously?
何を言っているんですか？さっきと言っていることが違うじゃないですか。
Also, I want to mention something. One thing that I noticed is I noticed for a split second that the video paused for like one frame on the last bit. So there's a chance that the one who is laying down is actually Kokichi still.
さっきのは嘘だからね。ごめんね、また嘘をついちゃった。
Yeah, sure.
今回の真犯人は偽装がお粗末だったから、ちょっと手伝ってあげようと思ってさ。
Yeah, I guess so.
それで俺があの映像で犯人を装ってみたんだよ。その方がゲームが盛り上がるからね。
Yeah, sure.
本気で言ってるの？何が本当で何が嘘なんじゃ。うちは混乱してきたぞ。
大丈夫だよ。犯人は大間で間違いないから。あいつが桃田を殺した。いくらごまかそうとしたって無駄なんだよ。
Something smells very bad about Hanumaki.
さっきの映像がそれを物語ってる。それ以外の選択肢なんて絶対にありえない。
The only option? Is that really true? Are we just gonna leave it like that? Nah.
犯人は大間で間違いないよ。さっきの映像を見たでしょ。
桃田がプレスして殺された瞬間のあのグロ映像じゃな。
あんな犯行が可能なのは桃田くんと一緒に格納庫にいた人物です。
そんなの大間しかいないじゃん。じゃあやっぱり犯人は殺し合いの首謀者でもある大間久吉。あいつが桃田を殺したんだよ。犯人は大間で間違いないよ。さっきの映像を見たでしょ。
桃田がプレスして殺された瞬間の
I want to disable that function actually now. Okay, no, give me a second, actually. Okay, wait. Okay, no, wait. I'm sorry for everybody watching, but I'm gonna disable that. I don't like that. I really don't like that. I really don't fucking like that. We're gonna skip through everything. Okay, skills. Okay, so what ability did I get? Abracadabra. After enough time, the correct truth bullet will be shown, effective during non-stop. Okay. That's Himiko's like ability, I'm guessing. Okay. Financing. Okay, I got financing as well. Okay, cool. We can stick with that. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit better. Like I'm sorry, but it has to be done. I don't like that. I don't fucking like that. I want to figure it out myself. Okay. Yeah. Sure. We're gonna skip through everything until we get to that point. That's what I get for not reading the skill. I was like, oh, new skill. I wonder what it does. And it made the game just instantly fucking easy. Fuck, I hit it. Wait, what was it? Oh no, it's Kaito's code. Okay. Okay. Oh, it was Koki's clothes. Okay, sorry. Okay, sure. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, sure. Okay, cool. Get on with it. Get on with the fucking thing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Get on with it. We know. Oh fuck, okay, I'm gonna have to do it again! Oh, okay, whatever. Okay, yeah. Fuck! Okay, not again. I have to literally slice everything. Okay, advanced school. Okay. Okay, we know that that's the thing. Okay, cool. Awesome. Bum. Okay, it has to be. Yeah, he's gonna show up. Cool, we get it. Okay. Okay, yeah. We're getting close. Okay, we're looking at the forbidden video. Sure, that's what is happening. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, and this gives us a chance to look at the video again, basically. You can still edit it out, I think. I feel like you can still edit that thing a little bit. So there's still that chance. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay, I think this is around the place, right? Was that really him? Oh, it has to be on the next one, Truth Bullet kind of thing, right? Okay, sure. Okay, awesome. Yep. Go on with it. Yeah. We okay, there we go. Okay, we're back, actually. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's wrong. Thanks for ruining the game, Himiko. Thanks for ruining for me. Okay, yeah. Allegedly, that's the function. Which it's what I thought, that it's probably what we're looking at is whomever got crushed to death probably was already dead in some shape or form. If allegedly the machine can detect living things. So if that is the case, the only logic that we have is that whomever got crushed was already a corpse to begin with. Yeah, that's basically the thing. So if it's not a sensor of like sensing organical things, like I don't know, like a leg of chicken or some beef or anything of that sort, it's like if it stops with that kind of thing, it kind of implies that anything that is organic matter will not get crushed. But the implication of the phrasing, basically, it is that the phrasing basically says the hydraulic press using an infrared sensor, whatever the fuck that means. For safety reasons, this device will come to a halt when the sensor detects a living organism. So if it's living, it will stop. If it's dead, if it's an organic body, then it will not stop. Okay, so it was already dead, allegedly. Hey, we get to see his body become pure again. Yeah, probably that's kind of the thing. If that is an unedited version of it. Why do you know that?
いや、プレス機を動かすためだけに大間くんがエレクトボムを使ったとは思えないよ。そんなことをしたら格納庫の警報装置も無効化するし、えぐい猿のリモコンも使えなくなるんだよ。
大間くんにとってはかなり不利な状況になってしまいますね。
Possibly, yeah.
やらないとは言い切れないけどね。俺は盛り上がるためなら何でもするやつだからさ。
Why are you explaining yourself?
それにプレス機以外の方法で殺されたなんて何の根拠もない推論でしか。
I mean, unless you think that everybody's an idiot, which is valid, I don't think Kokichi normally would explain himself a little bit. Like, I don't think he would, to be honest with you. Again, unless you think that everybody's a fucking idiot, which is also possible. But yeah, still a little bit unnatural out of Kokichi, to be honest with you. Yeah.
根拠ならあるよ。被害者が別の方法で殺されたと考えられる根拠がね。
Right. Yes, there's a clue that suggests the victim was killed before being crushed. I found it somewhere around the hydraulic press. I mean, there's like a lot of possibilities. Okay, let's go with 3 arrows. Then there should have been evidence of the body being carried to the hydraulic press, which there is. Was there any evidence? Yeah. I mean, yeah. So we can go with a swipe pattern blood stain, basically. I guess we can go with that.
格納庫には何かを引きずったような血痕がうっすらと残っていたんだ。
Yep, basically.
そしてその血痕はトイレからプレス機まで続いていた。
Yeah, so again, what it's implying is that the murder weapon is probably the crossbow and the 3 arrows, possibly. The victim, now a corpse, gets dragged out into the press, and the press just basically just gets rid of the rest, basically.
トイレって言えば桃田くんが閉じ込められていた場所だよね。
Yeah, basically.
しかもそのトイレの中にも血痕があったんだ。そこで何かがあったことを示すような血痕がね。
Yes, actually.
では、桃田はトイレで殺された後、プレス機のある場所まで運ばれて潰されたんじゃない？
Yep. Or Omakun, basically.
血痕が桃田のものだとしたらね。
Yeah, pretty much.
え？
What?
桃田がトイレで殺されたっていうのも結局ただの推測じゃん。死体が潰された今となっては桃田に別の死因があったかなんてわかるわけないんだよ。
I have a feeling that she killed him, or yeah, she definitely it sounds to me that Harumaki is involved, basically. Not necessarily the killer, but she definitely sounds like she's very involved. Because again, it's like she's kind of like setting up scenarios already. It's kind of like kind of. We might not be able to examine the body, but we do have evidence that suggests a cause of death. Okay. Which is this.
ここだ。桃田くんの制服の袖に開いていた小さな穴。あれが彼の死因の手がかりになるんじゃないかな。
Right. Because it kind of implies that he was wearing that sleeve. From the evidence that we're observing, whomever was wearing that jacket got shot and started bleeding. Since there's that evidence. And the person had to take his arm out at some point, possibly to heal it. But again, it kind of implies that there was some kind of quarrel in this situation. Yep. And it kind of sounds like Yumino-san over here. She's probably involved as well. It kind of sounds like it. Yeah, it sounds like she's involved as well. No, it's not impossible. I can show you. The weapon that left that small hole in Kaitsu's sleeve. What's up with this case? It's throwing so many simple questions, actually.
あのクロスボウの矢ならこのくらいの小さな穴が開きそうですね。
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
ということは、桃田くんはあのクロスボウで撃たれていたんですね。つまり、あのクロスボウこそが桃田くんを殺した本当の凶器という可能性も。なるほどな。あのクロスボウが凶器とはな。うちは全く気がつかんかったわい。
Himiko, did you shot a motherfucker in the toilet? Just asking. You're my favorite girl character so far, but like, did you shoot a motherfucker? Did you run out of magic and cast a wizard stab onto people? Or wizard crossbow, enchanted crossbow? Is that what you fucking did? Okay, let's look at it.
だけでしょ。それより桃田ちゃんが撃たれた件なんだけどさ。
Angokichi actually knows for sure.
それが彼の死因だとすると、誰が彼をクロスボウで撃ったんだろうね。
Okay, sure.
で、実は俺は知ってるんだけどね。教えてあげないよーだ。完全に遊ばれてるね。
ですが、遊びはここで終わりです。 希望が峰学園の生徒として僕らは絶望の残党なんかには屈しないということ。
Hey, that's my boy. That's my little that's my little clanker. That's my little home home appliance for women. That's my boy. That's my women's home appliance, dude. That like, dude, like high five, dude. Like motherfucking cross arms. Just make it sound like very fucking loud or something.
希望？絶望？ 桃田ちゃんをクロスボウで撃ったのって誰なんだろうね。
君以外に誰がいるんですか？
桃田をクロスボウで撃つには格納庫に入らないと無理なんだよ。
うちらは格納庫には入れなかったんじゃ。警報装置と電子バリアがあったからの。私たちが格納庫に入れないなら中にいた大間くんだとしか考えられないよ。
へえ、じゃあ俺が犯人なんだね。
Okay, so
クロスボウで倉庫に入らない。
それは違うぞ。
Not necessarily. You can shoot an arrow from a window.
いや、格納庫に入らなくても中にいた人をクロスボウで撃つのは可能だよ。
Yeah.
格納庫のトイレには窓があったんだ。あそこからの侵入は不可能だとしても中に向けてクロスボウを撃つことはできるよ。
Yeah, basically.
しかもそのトイレには監禁されていた桃田くんがいたはずだしね。
なるほどね。トイレの窓から撃てば格納庫の中にいる桃田ちゃんを殺せたってことは、俺以外の5人にも犯行は可能だったってことだね。
なんじゃと。でも地味にそういうことだよね。
You know, I used to be, I used to be potentially very interested in Shirogane. But the more that I listen to her, the more I'm like, bitch, we know that's your thing. We know that you like repeating it. Just stop for like 20 seconds, okay? We know that there's an audience out there that gets off to playing girls, okay? Like, we get it. You don't have to sell the idea 24/7. Please. Just the worst part is that probably there's gonna be some people out there that are gonna get off to that idea so badly. Oh, damn it. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's keep moving.
サイハラはどうしても私たちを犯人にしたいんだね。
Yeah, sure.
それが探偵なの。
Sometimes.
仲間だろうと常に疑うのが探偵なの。
Sometimes.
まあそうなんだろうね。前の学級裁判で桃田と揉めた時もそうだったもんね。
Bitch, we've been doing that for at least 4 or 5 times, dude. We've done that at least 4 times. Get on with the program. Jeez.
あんたは常に仲間を疑い続けてたもんね。
No. 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 No, no fucking way that's the case. No fucking way. No fucking way. You're lying.
どうしたの、春川さん。なんかピリピリしてない？
Pity pity.
当たり前じゃん。
Okay, sure. Cool.
みんなで絶望の残党を倒そうって時に誰かさんは邪魔しかしないんだからさ。
違うよ、僕は邪魔なんて。
あんたにいくら邪魔されても私は必ずここで大間を倒すから。
Is she on her time of the month, or is it just me?
絶望なんかに勝ち逃げさせないから。
Yeah, you're acting different, actually.
まあまあ、つまらない喧嘩なんかしてないで、つまらなくない裁判をしようよ。で、俺以外の全員に犯行が可能だったってところまではいいんだよね。
Sure.
それはそうかもしれんが、うちはそんな窓があったのは全く知らんかったぞ。
Oh, you're definitely lying. You're definitely lying.
そんなことは聞いていませんけど。
Okay, Kibo might not be, though.
夢野さん、 話になってから挙動不審だよね。
Yeah.
なんだ、お主もうちの小さい穴を狙っておるのか。ほら、絶対おかしいよ。
でもさ、この場の全員に犯行は可能かもしれないけど、全員が容疑者ってわけじゃないよね。そもそもクロスボウの存在を知っていた人となると結構限られてくるしね。
うちはクロスボウの存在など知らんかったぞ。
Sounds like you know something about crossbows.
つまり、うちは怪しくなどない。怪しまれる根拠など何一つ。
ですが、夢野さんが昨日の夜格納庫に行っていたのは気になります。
Thanks, Kibo. Thanks for actually having balls. They're probably made out of gold or something. Do you think that do you think that robots have like instead of testicles, do you think that they have like golden balls, like all those kind of balls that you find in like RPGs? They have to be. Yeah, probably.
そうなの？夢野ちゃん、格納庫に行ってたの？
Okay, Kokichi role player, you're acting like you're some kind of like parent trying to teach their children how to behave or something.
ええ、僕は確かに見ました。
Okay, yeah, sure.
夢野さんでした。
昨日の夜に格納庫に行ってたなんて怪しいことこの上ないね。じゃあ犯人は夢野ちゃんで決まりかな？
Yep, basically.
待て、なぜそうなるんじゃ。うちよりもはるかの方が怪しいはずじゃぞ。このクロスボウがあったのはどうせはるかの研究教室なんじゃろ。だったらはるかならそのクロスボウをいつでも持ち出せたはずじゃ。
So Yumeno Himiko is a wizard of ye old times. She's from the peasant district, actually. It seems like she dwells in the fields of peasantry, and she likes to, I don't know, bust a bolt inside of somebody's ass whenever she has the chance, I think. I guess she's that kind of mage, potentially.
研究教室は誰でも入れるから、春川さんだけが怪しいとは言えないと思うけど。それはどうじゃろうな。うちは完全に怪しいと思うがな。
I mean, she's suspicious, but you're more suspicious, actually.
そうやって怖い顔で過ごんだところで、うちはひるまんぞ。
ひるんだら犯人ってバレちゃうからね。
だから違うと言っておるじゃろ。うちは断じて犯人などではない。そもそも怪しいのは大間じゃ。つまり容疑者は春川と大間なんじゃ。
なんで私が容疑者なの？ 研究教室には誰でも入れたって言ってるよね。
俺が怪しいのは認めるよ。俺が犯人かもしれないね。
Okay, yeah, sure.
俺が犯人かもね。
Okay, cool.
魔力を補給しに行っただけじゃ。
クロスボウはどうしたんですか？
研究教室は誰でも入れるもんね。
では誰があり
怪しいのは俺だよ。
オーマが持ち出したに決まってるんだ。
なんだよ。
You did not, actually. You came into the hangar with something.
夢野さん、手ぶらで格納庫に行ったっていうのは嘘だよね。
Yeah, it is a lie.
何を言うんじゃ。嘘ではないと。
でも、キーボくんが見たって言っていたよ。
Yeah, that's kind of the thing.
昨日の夜、君が格納庫に向かっていくときに黒い大きな袋を持っていたって。
Yep, pretty much.
ええ、確かに夢野さんは黒い大きな袋を持っていました。
Okay, cool.
違う。それはきっとうちのコスプレをした白金じゃ。だから私はフィクション作品じゃないとコスプレできないんだって。
True, true. A very stupid condition, but still true.
夢野さん、君が持ってこれのことだよね。
Oh,
それクロスボウのケース。
you're acting a little bit too surprised, but let's keep going.
間違いありません。夢野さんが持っていたのはその袋でした。
ちょっと待って。夢野さんがクロスボウを持って格納庫に行ったの？
ああ、どうやらこれで決まりみたいだね。
待って、違うんじゃ。うちはあれを運んだだけで、クロスボウを撃ったのはうちではないんじゃ。本当じゃ。信じてくれ。
そうだね、信じるよ。夢野ちゃんは間違いなく本当のことを言ってるよね。
やめ。主に擁護されると逆に嘘くさくなるんではないか。
That is true. But can we really trust Kimiko here? She was acting very suspiciously. Okay.
うちは犯人ではないんじゃ。
それは本当だと思う。
うちはあのケースを運んだだけじゃ。
ああ、それも本当だね。
クロスボウなど使っておらんし。
これまた本当だよ。
格納庫では他に何もしておらんぞ。
今のも間違いなく本当だね。
逆に全部嘘っぽく聞こえるんだけど。オーマのせいじゃ。サブリミナルオーマじゃ。
To hit Kaito with the crossbow, you'd have to be fairly good with it. Could Himiko have done this? That's the question.
うちは犯人ではないんじゃ。
それは
あのケースを運んだだけじゃ。クロスボウなど使っておらんし。
これ
格納庫では他におらんぞ。
Hmm.
うちは犯人ではないんじゃ。
それは本当だと思う。
うちはあのケースを運んだだけじゃ。
ああ、
など使っておらんし。
これまた本当だよ。
What the fuck?
格納庫では他にない。
今のも間違
Okay, maybe I have to agree with the second one, I think. I have to agree with the second one to make it work.
ケースを運んだだけじゃ。
あ
など使って
I agree.
それに賛成だ。
Yeah, I agree because it was dismantled.
夢野さんがクロスボウを使っていないのは本当だと思う。というより使えなかったはずなんだ。
Yeah, basically, because again, the crossbow was built inside of the bathroom. There's a chance that Himiko could have shot the crossbow from the window, and she panicked because she felt like somebody could incriminate her. But again, it's like the facts are different. Basically, it's just Himiko's anxiety basically show that again she was afraid of being incriminated, but the facts are that the crossbow it was stuck inside of the bathroom, and if it was in the bag, it was dismantled. So in order for you to shoot a crossbow from inside and look at the evidence and see the crossbow inside of the bathroom, it means that it was built inside of the bathroom and the shot was shot from inside of the bathroom. And again, it kind of implies that Kaito was the only one that was able to build it because she was trained. He was trained to do it, basically.
使えなかったってなんで？
あのケースに入っているのは分解された状態のクロスボウなんだ。僕と桃田君は春川さんに組み立て方を教わったからなんとかなると思うけど、組み立て方を教わっていない人があれを組み立てるのは難しいと思う。
Okay, sure.
じゃあさ、実は夢野ちゃんも春川ちゃんに教えてもらってたんじゃないの？
うちは教わっておらんぞ。なあ、春川。どうしたんじゃ？さっきのこと怒っておるのか？すまん。さっきは疑われるのが怖くてつい嘘を言ってしまって。
だからって春川ちゃんのせいにしようとするなんて人間性を疑うよね。
それあなたが言う？春川よ、許してくれんか？頼むから本当のことを言ってくれんか？
分かってるよ。私は嘘なんて言わない。夢野にはクロスボウの組み立て方なんて教えてない。だからそいつにクロスボウを使うのは無理だよ。
Okay, we're doing progress, sure.
ほら言ったではないか。うちの言った通りではないか。
Okay.
うちを疑った連中はさっさと謝れ。
Sure.
凄まじい変わり身の速さだね。
Yeah, it's like, here's the thing, we kind of have to consider that Himiko is a very, very insecure person. And because she's insecure, the possibilities of her beating herself up over something very, very fucking high, actually. That's kind of the thing when it comes to, like, insecure people. Yeah. Basically.
ですが、夢野さんはどうして格納庫にクロスボウを持って行ったのですか？
Yeah,
それは頼まれたんじゃ。
asked to. Perhaps the person who asked was has to be between Kaito or Maki, basically. Wait. Actually, Kaito. Kaito has the one because he's the one who assembled it.
それって桃田くん。
Yeah.
桃田くん？
格納庫にクロスボウを運ぶことを頼むなんて、その場にいた大間くんか桃田くんとしか考えられないし。
Or Hanumaki, because she's capable of doing it, and she potentially was there, but again, the most obvious answer is probably Momota.
桃田くんなら組み立て方を教わっているからクロスボウを扱えるはずだ。
Yeah, basically.
だとすると夢野さんに頼んだのは桃田くん以外には考えられないよ。
さすがに大間くんに頼まれて持っていくとは考えられませんしね。
当然じゃ。うちがなぜ大間の頼み事を聞かんといかんのじゃ。
俺のことが好きなくせに。
なわけないだろ。大嫌いじゃ。
俺は好きだけどね。
Well, I mean, that's a nice confession right there. Pretty nice. He's probably joking, but man, but that was that sounded a little bit weird. Okay.
ちょっと夢野さんの女心で遊ばないでよ。
But to think that Kaito asked Himiko to do that, maybe Kaito's trying to keep the promise we made yesterday. Don't worry, I'll do something about all this. That's a promise. All you guys are working so hard, so I can just sit back and relax.
ですが、どうして夢野さんは今の話を黙っていたんですか？
桃田から内緒にしてほしいと言われておったのもある。桃田が死んでしまって怖くなってしまったんじゃ。うちが疑われるのではないかとな。
Yeah.
だからって春川ちゃんに罪をなすりつけるなんて最悪だよ。春川ちゃん、この頭の悪い猿に人間の恐ろしさを分からせてやるといいよ。
きなこいじめはやめん。
I don't think that's a problem. I really don't think that's a problem. Actually, like maybe there's something. I can kind of feel it that maybe there's something between these two a little bit, teeny tiny bit. But at the same time, I don't think that's a problem right here. So, yeah.
夢野さん、好きな子いじめはあそこまで言わないよ。
Okay, but shut up as well. Can you shut up? Your Shirogane is like the dumbest bitch I've ever seen in my entire life. Or maybe she's very smart, and maybe she's capable. You know what? Maybe she's capable of doing some calculations. Maybe she can discover how to, I don't know, cure some bullshit. Maybe she can. But as far as it goes, she looks like a dumb bitch. A very dumb one. Anyway.
それより夢野さんはいつ桃田くんにそれを頼まれたの？
昨日の夕方ぐらいだったかな。トーマと 決が迫っている緊張で寝られなくて、散歩がてら格納庫の様子を見に行ってみたんじゃ。
Yeah, sure.
そうしたらあの窓のそばを歩いておった時に、いきなり桃田から声をかけられたんじゃ。驚いてちびったうちにあいつは言った。春川の研究教室にあるクロスボウを持ってきてほしいとな。
Too much information.
途中で気になる言葉があったけど、それはスルーするとして。
Okay, finally you say something smart. Cool.
クロスボウを頼んだってことは、桃田君は大間君を殺すつもりだったのかな。いや、大間を無力化するだけだと言っておったぞ。さすがに殺す気ならうちも協力できんわい。うちはその桃田の言葉を信じ、春川の研究教室からクロスボウを持っていったんじゃ。
僕がユネナさんを目撃したのはその時ですね。
問題はそれ以降のことだよ。クロスボウを手にした桃田君はその後どうしたの？
Shoot a motherfucker.
それ以降のことはうちにもわからん。クロスボウを渡してすぐに寄宿舎に戻ったからね。
おそらく大間君に反撃しようとしたところで、そのクロスボウを大間君に奪われてしまい、
Okay, yeah, sure.
逆に桃田君が撃たれてしまったんでしょう。そう考えるのが合理的です。
Okay, cool.
いや、クロスボウを撃ったのは大間君だけじゃないよ。桃田君も大間君にクロスボウを撃っているはずなんだ。
And there's proof of that. Wait. I mean, yeah, his clothes, basically.
ほら、トイレから見つかった大間君の服には背中と袖の部分に穴が開いていたよね。
Yeah, basically.
しかも桃田君の制服にあったのと同じような穴がさ。
大間のクロスボウで撃たれたのか？撃ったのはもちろん桃田君だよね。
どうだったかな。まるで記憶にないな。
クロスボウで撃たれてるのに？
二人がクロスボウで撃ち合ったのは間違いありません。問題はそこで何があったのか。
なんだっていい。途中で何があったかなんて関係ない。結果的に大間が桃田を殺したのは間違いないんだし。
Maki's been acting strangely. But why? Does she know something? Yeah. If so, what does she know?
だが春川の言う通りかもしれんな。途中で何があったかは問題ではない。最終的に大間が桃田を殺したのは間違いないんじゃ。
だからさっさと投票タイムに。
いや、まだ早いよ。だって残っている謎だって。
謎なんてどうでもいいよ。犯人はもう決まってるんだし。
So, I have a feeling that Kaito ended up killing Oma. Oma then became the sacrifice, and Maki is trying to protect Kaito from getting executed from Monokuma. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. Like, her attitude kind of shows me that she knows that the one alive is probably Kaito, And because she knows that, she's gonna want to protect him. Because again, he killed Oma in this situation. It could have been in self-defense, but in the world of Monokuma, basically, in the world of Monokuma, if you killed somebody, you're the culprit. It doesn't really matter if your intent was to defend yourself. Like, it doesn't really matter. In the world of Monokuma, if you killed somebody, you killed somebody, and you deserve to be executed in that kind of world. So, yeah, I have a feeling that Kaito is the one that probably killed Oma in the situation.
本当にそうかな。
And Monokuma is gonna take pleasure out of it, basically. He's gonna take pleasure of possibly killing Momota-kun.
え？
なんじゃいきなり口を挟んできよって。
Yeah, Monokuma is gonna take so much pleasure out of this.
学級裁判を運営する身としては、謎がどうでもいいとか言われると困るんだよね。
Yeah, possibly.
それだと盛り上がりに欠けるんだよ。だから、もう少しいろいろと考えてみてほしいんだ。
That kind of implies that Monokuma really wants to kill Momota if he's alive. He wants to feel the pleasure that he killed someone. I kind of have to think about it in the most psychotic person, in the most psychologically psychotic and biggest psychopath in the room. As like, if you're a huge psychopath, you're gonna take the pleasure of the situation that you're gonna shove people in, right? You're gonna feel, well, Harumaki is gonna kill his beloved Momota, and she's gonna cry about it, and I'm gonna devour the tears that are gonna come out of these girls' eye sockets, and because of it, I'm gonna feel so happy when this happens. I know the reason why Momota shot Oma. I know that for sure, and because of it, I'm going to fucking enjoy every single bit of this tragedy that is happening in front of me, basically. So yeah, it kind of imply. I'm starting to, because of the situation, because I understand the concept of Monokuma. If I was in the shoes of Monokuma, I would actually want this case to be solved in this particular way. And again, we kind of have to look at it from the perspective of a psychopath that is chasing hijinks and high, like, of an epic situation. We have to get into the mind of somebody who is looking for the most epic outcome of them all, the most satisfying outcome of them all, the most seducing outcome of them all, basically.
どうでもよくない謎だってあるはずだよ。例えば、そのエグい猿の中にいるのは本当に大間くんなのかとかね。
Yeah, Monokuma knows what he's doing. He probably just wants the trial to go as according to plan, just so that Monokuma can get a fucking boner out of the suffering of Harumaki, of Shuichi, and probably everybody in the room. And especially because Momota is the most beloved character out of everybody. He's gonna push for his execution, like, very deeply. So yeah.
Huh?
I think that it's Kaito. I think the one that is inside of the Exisal is Kaito. Has to be. If I know Monokuma, he's gonna want that to happen. He's gonna push for the truth in the best way possible. Really. Because again, it's like, this is the world of Monokuma. If you killed somebody, you killed somebody. Doesn't matter if it was in self-defense. You killed somebody. And that's justifiable for your execution.
何言ってんの？その話はとっくに終わったんだけど。
Yeah.
大間が生きているのは間違いない。殺し合いだってまだ続いておるし。
Yep, pretty much.
あのエグい猿から聞こえる声も大間のものではないか。
でも、さっきは桃田くんの声だって聞こえたよね。
ああ、声なん て当てにならねえよ。このエグい猿にはボイスチェンジャーがあるからな。
Yeah, that's the funny part about it. It what? It what? Say what now? You cannot possibly be fucking with me that bad. Yeah, probably. It probably is.
おかげでこうして大間のふりをしても誰も気づかねえわけだが。
Yeah, sure.
これもう終わりだ。待たせたなてめえら。今度こそ宇宙に轟く桃田海斗の登場だ。こっからが本番だぜ。
Okay, yeah, sure. Nice acting, asshole. It kind of sounds more like Kaito, but yeah.
なんじゃ一体どういうことじゃ。
だから俺は桃田なんだよ。今までは大間のふりをしてただけだ。まあきっと事情があってな、こうするしかなかったんだ。つうわけで今まで騙して悪かったな。
その中にいるのって桃田くんなの？
バカ言わないで。いつまであんなやつの嘘に騙されてるの？
Yeah, she's trying to protect Kaito.
あれは大間が桃田のふりをしてるだけだよ。
She just wants to know what would happen if the Blackened is somebody who's already dead. Because again, she would prefer a world where everybody gets killed instead of having a world where somebody that she loves is killed. Like she would probably take, like I can see Harumaki being that kind of person where it's like, okay, I cannot live in the same world as this person. I would rather get everybody killed if I cannot live with this person, because I have that deep of emotional attachment. It's like we all ride or we all die. It doesn't really fucking matter. If somebody that we care about deeply dies, the world is gonna be meaningless. So who the fuck cares, right?
どうしたんだよ、春巻き。俺の言うことが信じられねえのか？
あんたはその名前で私を呼ぶな。
Yep, that is gonna be the situation, I think.
おいおい、マジで俺のことを大間だと思ってんのかよ。ああ、この姿じゃ仕方ねえかもしれないけどよ。どうしても今は出られねえんだよ。
Yeah, basically.
それはなぜですか？
大間にやられた怪我のせいで動けなくなっちまった。立つのもままならねえんだ。だからこうしてえぐい猿に乗ってんだよ。
そうじゃったのか。
けどこのままてめえらに信じてもらえねえと話が進まねえからな。こうなれば仕方ねえ。中一、ここはてめえの出番だぞ。
That sounds like the actual Kaito. That sounds like the actual voice actor. So
僕？
死んだのは俺じゃねえってことを他の連中に説明してやってくれ。
Kaito's alive after all. No, maybe that's just what I want to believe. Is it really true? What story does the evidence tell? Does the story end with Kaito or Kokichi being the victim? I need to give a well-reasoned answer to that question, and soon. I can't look away from the truth. The victim of this case is Kokichi. Let's just... Okay. I mean, maybe he's gonna go with that. I am trying, I really am, but I can't think of anyone other than Kaito. Most of the evidence we have points to Kaito.
おい、どうしたんだよ、周一。あっさと死んだのは俺じゃねえってことをみんなに説明してくれよ。
The game wants me to pick Oma.
いや、やっぱり違う。君は桃田くんじゃない。
I feel like Shuichi is wrong. Actually, I feel like Shuichi is wrong. I might be wrong, but I feel like Shuichi is wrong. The evidence doesn't necessarily point to that Kaito is the one that is dead as well. It's like, emotionally speaking, the one that is speaking outside of the Exisol sounds like it's actually Kaito. And again, it's kind of this thing where it's just like, yeah, no, probably. If the logic is pointing towards the situation where two jackets are on the ground, there's shots fired on both jackets, and there's an evidence video, it kind of implies that there's a setup. Like, if there's an evidence video camera, there's the chance of a setup, basically. Because why would you film yourself getting? Why would you film a corpse and show it in front of everybody being crushed? Because you're trying to imply that that's what happened, basically. Why would you incriminate yourself if you're gonna do that? There are reasons to do that. There's definitely reasons to do that, to incriminate yourself as a killer. And there's also degenerate reasons to do it, because it's like, okay, you get off of the feeling of a corpse of somebody who was alive being crushed. Okay, maybe that's a possibility. Maybe that's very likely, and maybe that's like pornography to you. But there's also the possibility of being put as a setup to imply that you were killed, basically. And again, it kind of makes me feel that Kaito is the one that's alive. I have a strong sense that he's the one that is alive.
だって桃太くんはもう死んだんだ。
絶望は死にません。ぷぷぷ、よかったよかった。盛り上がってきたみたいだね。
ついでに意見が割れているようですし、最終学園が誇る県警裁判長の出番ですね。
Oh, it's time for the cringe, everybody. Get your cringe bags. We're about to cringe really hard.
よっしゃー、張り切っていこうぜ。
Harikiteiko. Harikiteiko.
僕はエグイサルの中身は桃太くんだと思います。
怪我のせいでエグイサルから出られんと言っておるぞ。
僕がエグイサルから出てこない以上は確認のしようがないよ。
Oh, it's not that? Okay.
桃君がプレスされた可能性はないの？
春川さん、
映像を見たでしょ。プレスされたのは桃太だよ。
Okay.
上着には矢の傷が残っていたんですよ。
僕が矢の傷なら桃太くんの服にも残っていたよ。
桃太が首謀者を倒して生き残ったと考えたいが、どうしてそんなに桃太くんが生きてる可能性を否定するの？
僕が今ある証拠じゃ桃太くんが生きてる
Okay,
根拠に
sure.
ならないんだ。
僕はエグイサルの中身は桃太くんだ。
Okay.
僕はエグイサルの中身は桃太くんだと思います。
怪我のせいでエグイサルから出られんと言っておるぞ。
春川さん、
Injury.
桃太の怪我を知ってれば誰にでも言える。
Yeah, basically.
桃太くんじゃなくて大野くんが。
春川さん、
映像を見たでしょ。
Okay, sure.
上着には矢の傷が残って。
僕が矢の傷なら
桃太が首謀者を倒して生き残ったと考えた。
僕が今ある証拠だ。
Okay, he's a mastermind then.
桃太くんが生きてる可能性を。
Okay, so Exisol is the first one. Got it.
僕はエグイサルの中身は桃太くん。
僕が
Okay.
エグイサルから出てこない以上は確認のしよ
We
うが
can't
ないよ。
confirm that. Yeah, sure.
怪我のせいでエグイサルから出られんと言って。
春川さん、
そんなの桃太の怪我を知ってれば誰にでも言える。
Yeah, basically.
くんじゃ 性はないの？
ハルカーさん、
映像を見たでしょ。プレスされたのは桃田だよ。
Yeah, basically.
大間君の上着には矢の傷が残っていた。
僕が矢の傷なら桃田君の服にも残っていたよ。
Okay.
桃田が首謀者を倒して生き残ったと考えたいが。
ハルカーさん、
首謀者が生きてる。そのエグイサルの中でね。
Okay.
どうしてそんなに桃田君が生きてる可能性を否定するの？
僕が今ある証拠じゃ桃田君が生きてる根拠にはならないんだ。
Okay, sure. Okay, cool. It's like, again, just because the evidence points at something doesn't mean that it's exactly what we're saying.
未だに信じられないけど。
Especially if you have somebody who is very skilled at setting up things, and especially if you don't have enough witnesses, it becomes very difficult to come into like an accurate resolution, basically. And again, it kind of becomes this kind of thing where it's like, we don't know exactly what could be the possibility of some situations, really. Yeah. It really depends on the situation.
今ある証拠から考える限り、死んだのは桃田君だとしか考えられないよ。
Yeah, basically.
悔しいけどさ。
そうですか。犀原君がそこまで言うなら間違いないんでしょうね。
Okay, yeah, sure.
じゃあ、あそこにいるのって。
ちっと悪ふざけが過ぎちまったみてえだな。
I think the easy solution is if you open the hatchet. I think everything will be better. We can stop playing whenever you open the fucking hatchet.
ごめんごめん、今のはちょっとした冗談だよ。
Yeah, sure.
悪趣味な冗談じゃ。
やっぱりクソ野郎だね。
The one who is alive is Kaito.
許せないのは僕も同じ気持ちだけど、今は冷静に議論を進めよう。桃田君の死の真相を突き止めるためにさ。
その通りだよ。冷静にね。
なぜお主が言う？そしてどこが冷静なんじゃ？
話がそれてしまいましたが、改めてクロスボウの件について考えてみませんか。今のような嘘で惑わされないためにも事実関係ははっきりさせておいた方がいいと思います。
Yeah, sure.
私もそう思うけど、どうかな、春川さん。
別に。
じゃあ早速考えてみようか。
なぜお主が仕切るんじゃ？
俺と桃田ちゃんがクロスボウで打ち合ったとして、そこで何があったのか。まずはその時の状況をまとめてみることが謎を解く突破口になるかもしれないね。
だからなぜお主が仕切るんじゃ？
というわけで議論スタート。
Okay, sure. I feel like I'm in Danganronpa kindergarten.
クロスボウの打ち合い
Literally.
どんな状況だったんだろうね。
当事者のくせに仕切るな。最初にクロスボウを持ってたのは桃田君だから、まず彼が大間君を撃ったんじゃない？
その後桃田君は大間君にクロスボウを奪われ、逆に撃たれてしまったのでしょう。
クロスボウは奪われたわけじゃなくて、俺が隠し持ってた別物だったりして。
持ち出されたクロスボウは一つだけだよ。残り二つはちゃんと私の研究教室にあった。
それにしてもたった一本の矢だけでどうやってお互いを撃ち合ったんじゃ？
まだ
Okay, so we engage with that, I guess.
撃ってたのは桃田君だからまず彼が撃ったんじゃない？
桃田君は大間君に
俺が持ってた別物だったりして。
持ち出 出されたクロスボウは一つだけだ。残り二つは私の研究教室にある。
それにしてもたった一本のよ。
それは違うぞ。
Okay, yeah, sure.
ちょっと待って夢野さん。矢が一本ってどういうこと？
あ？どういうことも何も。うちが桃田に渡した矢は一本だけじゃぞ。
Wait, what? So, basically, what she's saying, the crossbow that she brought only had one arrow. So, where did the other two come from? What?
それって本当？
Okay.
間違いない。
当たり前ではないか。さすがに数を間違えたりせんわい。
It kind of implies that somebody took the two arrows from the two other cases.
だとするとおかしいよ。だって現場のトイレに落ちていた矢は3本だったんだよ。
3本じゃと？うちは確かに1本しか渡しておらんぞ。
Yeah, sure.
そもそも1本でいいと言ったのは桃田なんじゃぞ。極力争いたくないからと言っておったぞ。
Uh-huh. And there were 3 arrows at the scene, but Kimiko said she only brought 1. What is going on here?
大間くんが隠し持ってたとか？
クロスボウもないのに矢だけを2本持っていたんですか？それはちょっと理解不能です。
Yeah, basically.
でもあの現場に3本の矢があったのは確かだよ。
Yeah, basically. So,
しかもその3本の矢のすべてに血痕がついていたんだ。
right, so that kind of implies that somebody knew that Kaito was getting a crossbow? Or there was somebody else who used crossbows as well. So it kind of implies that there were 3 crossbows being used in the scene. And only one was left behind, basically. And Maki kind of like mentioned that there was no in the scene there was not 2 crossbows used. So it kind of implies that inside of her mind, she knows that there's a possibility that there's 2 crossbows that could have been used in the scene. And because of it, because it's within her imagination, the possibilities of her being involved in using a second crossbow increase, basically. Not necessarily granted, but it increases because it was inside of her imagination. It could be a coincidence, sure, but the chances increase, basically. Or even 3 crossbows, because if Kimiko knows that there's only 1 arrow per crossbow, then the possibilities of 3 crossbows being used increases even further, basically. So we're gonna consider that.
大間君と桃田君が3本の矢で撃ち合ったんだ。
Yeah, sure. Then where did those arrows come from? I don't think Kimiko is lying. There must be some angle to this we haven't considered yet. What is it? What could have happened? Think. I need to think. Oh my god! Autistic taxi, let's go! I can feel the autism inside of my fucking bloodstream! Oh my god! I'm so fucking stupid! I like neon lights! I'm driving a stupid taxi! I like to say crazy taxi 24/7! Oh god! Okay. Ah! Only Quan. Yeah, fucking autistic piece of shit game for stupid people. Okay, yeah, one. Okay, yeah, sure, sure. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck is that? Okay, awesome. Okay, yeah. Were all the arrows inside the hangar from the start? That I do not know, actually. Okay, give me a second. Yes, I'm gonna say yes, probably. Okay, no. Yeah, I thought about it. Maybe not. Maybe that somebody had to bring. If somebody brought, if somebody brought two crossbows, and it means that somebody had to bring the other crossbow in, or the other arrow in after the fact. Okay, so yeah, okay, makes sense. Okay, yeah, sure, sure. That was my bad. I look stupid. It's fine. Okay, fuck. Shit. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, sure, sure, sure. Okay. Fucking, what is this shit? Okay, cool. No, okay, awesome. Okay, fuck. Okay, cool, awesome. Who brought the arrows? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Who brought the arrows? Okay, sure. Who brought the two arrows? Okay, let's go with that. I mean, that is funny. Okay, finally you're asking real questions, actually. Has to be a third party or something. I don't think Kokichi brought him in. No, it had to be somebody else. Okay. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
夢のちゃんみたいに窓越しに矢を渡しただけじゃなくて自ら格納庫に乗り込んできてクロスボウを撃ったってこと？
Possibly.
そんなの無理だ。格納庫には警報装置と電子バリアがあるんだよ。
Which can be disabled if you have a grenade. And Kokichi had one. Well, Kokichi had two. You had one. So I'm guessing that you're the one who disabled it.
あの格納庫って人の出入りに関しては完全な密室だったはずだよね。
Was completely closed off, but can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way, some way that we haven't figured out yet. I'm overlooking something. Think. What method did the third party use to enter the hangar? Okay, well. E L. Oh wait, what? E something. It has to be something with E. Exisol. Okay. Where's the last letter? There it is. Cool.
そうだ。えぐい猿だ。えぐい猿を使えば格納庫に入れたはずだよ。
Actually, yeah, there was evidence of struggle in the control panel, pretty sure. So that's very possible.
警報装置と電子バリアのせいで僕たち自身は格納庫には入れなかったけど。
Yeah, pretty much.
でも、えぐい猿ならそのどちらも素通りできたんだよね。
Right.
だったら、えぐい猿に乗り込めば格納庫に入ることができたはずだよ。
昨日の夜、僕はエグイサルが格納庫に入っていくのを見ていますが、では、あの中に第三者がいたんですか？
A real question as well is how did Kaito get in?
ちなみにモノクマに確認なんだけどさ、本当にエグイサルの中に誰か乗ってた場合でも警報装置には引っかからないの？
まあ元から隠すつもりはなかったし、これは格納庫の仕様の問題だから。
Uh-huh.
そうだね、教えてあげるよ。そもそも警報装置と電子バリアがエグイサルに反応しないのは当然なんだよ。
Yeah, sure.
だってあの格納庫はエグイサルを収納するための場所だからね。エグイサルを出し入れするたびにセキュリティを解除するのは面倒でしょ。同じ理由で誰かがエグイサルに乗ったままでもセキュリティには引っかからないよ。エグイサルを運び入れるのにいちいちエグイサルから降りるのは面倒だからね。
Okay, so yeah, basically, every exisal has a sensor that allows them to pass through the hangar and disable the shield. Cool.
では、貝原が言ったように第三者はエグイサルに乗って格納庫に入ったのか？
And there's evidence that somebody used the electro hammer in one exisal, from one exisal disappearing from surrounding Monokuma.
でも、エグイサルってそんなに簡単に操縦できるの？
どうなんですか、大間君。
いやー、驚くくらい簡単だね。両手両足と乳首を使えば思いのままに操作できるよ。
You can drive with your nipples? I mean, I guess if you have like an EVA plug suit, I guess you can drive with your nipples if you try hard enough.
乳首も？
Yeah, apparently.
だとしたらやっぱり第三者はエグイサルに乗り込んで格納庫に侵入したんだよ。
Yeah, sure.
そしてその人物こそが現場に2本の矢を持ち込んだんだ。
だからありえないって。
Huh?
エグイサルに乗り込めばセキュリティを突破できる？そんなことできっこない。不可能だよ。
Okay, okay, Harumaki.
不可能って？
So you're saying that you piloted one? Maki, what are you talking about? What are you thinking? What do you know? Why are you trying to hide it? Why? Why won't you tell me? We need to go into couples therapy or some bullshit. Okay, sure.
エグイサルに乗り込めば格納庫には入れたはずです。
それは不可能なんだよ。
でもエグイサルの操作だって別に難しくないらしいよ。
そもそもエグイサルにどうやって乗り込むの？格納庫の外にいた4体のエグイサルは全て動いてたんだよ。
俺のリモコンで操られてね。
エレクトハンマーを使おうに。昨日は全てのハンマーが充電中でしたし。
エグイサルを止める方法はない。だからあれに乗り込むのは無理なんだよ。
Oh, wait.
無理だね。
エグイサルに乗り込めば格納庫には入れたはずですか。
それは不可能なんだよ。そもそもエグイサルは全て動いてたんだよ。
Wait, there were 4 exosols? The 2 exosols at the scene of the crime. One was in the storage with its cockpit closed. Okay, there's 2 possibilities here, I think.
突っ込むのは無理なんだよ。
エグイ入れたはず。
不可能なんだよ。
でもエグイサルの操作だって別に難しいよ。
そもそもエグイ格納庫の外にいた4体のエグイサルは全て動いてたんだよ。
俺のリモコンで操られてね。
エレクトハンマーを使おうに。昨日は全てのハンマーが充電中でしたし。
エグイサルを止める方法はない。あれに乗り込むのは無理なんだよ。
本当だ、無理だね。
I think it has to be used electro hammer, probably, maybe. Getting inside of them would have been impossible. Only the monocups can open. Okay, cool.
リモコンで操る。
ハンマーを使おう。今日は全てのハンマーが充電中でしたし。
エグイサルを止める方法はない。だからあれに乗り込む。
Okay, so maybe I use it on Kibo, basically. Okay, cool.
そもそも格納庫の外
Okay.
動いてた。
リモコンで操られて。
ハンマーを使おうに。昨日は全てのハンマー。
What the fuck? Okay. Stupid motherfucking pink text, dude. It's a stupid pink text. Okay. Okay, yeah, sure. We know.
外に動いてリモコンで操られてるね。
エレクトハンマーを使おうに。昨日は全てのハンマーで。
That's wrong.
それは違うぞ。
Okay, yeah, we can start by there, I think.
待って、全てのエレクトハンマーが充電中だったわけじゃないよ。
Nope.
だって僕は見つけたんだ。モノクマがエグイサルに守られていた場所の近くに使用済みのエレクトハンマーが落ちていたのをね。
Yep.
もしや第三者が使ったエレクトハンマーか。第三者はそのエレクトハンマーを使ってエグイサルを無力化したのではないか。
うん、そうだと思う。実際僕が昨日の昼間に見たときはあそこには4体のエグイサルがいたのに。
But then there were 3, I think.
今朝みんなで格納庫に突入するときには3体に減っていたんだ。
僕もエグイサルが減っていたのを見ましたが、あれは第三者に奪われたせいなんですね。
Yeah, after using the electro hammer and disabling the lock through that thing.
にしし。どうやら犀原ちゃんはだいぶ真相まで近づいてきたみたいだね。だったらその調子で一気に答えを言っちゃおうか。それをやったのって誰なんだろうね。第三者って誰のことなんだろうね。
The identity of the third party. The electro hammer gives us a clue. I saw 4X's cells at the scene yesterday when I went to meet up with Kaito. This morning, when we were trying to get into the hangar, there were 3. Okay, sure. The culprit must have used an electro hammer between yesterday and afternoon and this morning. There's only one person among us that I think could do that. It has to be Hanamaki.
春川さん、第三者って君だよね。
Has to be. She's the only one agile enough to use it. Kaito could have used it, but he was stuck, I think, in the toilet. And and he's sick. I cannot see him using an electro hammer.
春川さんが。
何の話？
前に大間くんが言っていたよね。
But be careful. The electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. And so if you use it against an exosol, it will run out of use with just one shot. Got it?
しかもエレクトハンマーは電力が切れると24時間の再充電が必要になるから、昨日の昼過ぎ以降にエレクトハンマーを使ったら今朝の作戦決行には間に合わないんだ。
そういえば今朝みんなで食堂に集まった時。
Mikey, where's your electro hammer? Yeah, she showed up with a knife. I don't need it. I'd rather not use a weapon that I'm unfamiliar with. This is much better. A knife? Well, I suppose you know best.
春川さんだけエレクトハンマーを持ってなかったの。
Yep, basically.
だとすると僕が見つけた使用済みエレクトハンマーは春川さんのものだとしか考えられない。つまりエレクトハンマーを使った第三者は春川さんとしか考えられないんだ。
Yeah, basically.
それに春川さんならクロスボウを組み立てることも後でそれを自分の研究教室に戻すこともできる。
桃田君が持っていたのとは別のクロスボウを研究教室から持っていったのですね。
春川さんは自分の研究教室からクロスボウと 2本の矢を持ち出し
Yeah, because she kind of implied again is out of the ideas that she thought. She kind of implied that she brought that there were two crossbows in play, basically. Because again, it was in her imagination, so therefore that's a possibility.
エレクトハンマーで無力化したエグい猿で格納庫に侵入したんじゃないの
Yeah, basically.
だとしたらその後に一体何が
あんたの推理は私が殺す。なんで邪魔するの？
What?
なんであんたは私の邪魔をするの？
邪魔って何の春川さんは何をしようと
私が第三者だよ。
え
エグイサルで格納庫に乗り込んでそこでクロスボウを撃ったのも認めるよ。でも私は誰も殺してない。私は犯人なんかじゃない。
Okay.
あんたの言う通りだ。私がエレクトハンマーを使ったこともエグイサルで格納庫に乗り込んだこともそこでクロスボウを撃ったこともでも私は犯人じゃない。そもそもクロスボウは凶器じゃないんだよ。あんたの言う通りだ。私がエレクトハンマーを使ったこともエグイサルで格納庫に乗り込んだこともそこでクロスボウを撃ったこともでも私は犯人じゃない。そもそもクロスボウは凶器じゃないんだよ。
クロスボウは凶器じゃないってどういうこと？
二人の服に開いていた穴、その位置を考えてみなよ。腕と背中だよ。どっちも矢が刺さった程度じゃ致命傷にならない傷だよ。だからクロスボウは凶器じゃない。つまり私は犯人じゃないってことだよ。二人の服に開いていた穴、その位置を考えてみなよ。腕と背中だよ。どっちも矢が刺さった程度じゃ致命傷にならない傷だよ。
But the poison would.
切ってみせる。
I'm gonna go with the poison.
矢が刺さった位置は関係ないよ。毒薬を塗ればいいだけだからね。
Yeah, if it was a poisoned arrow, I guess so, yeah.
毒薬？
Yeah. It didn't cross my mind that it's like a poisoned arrow. It could have been a possibility that somebody got poisoned and the arrow was possibly like part of the quarrel to pin somebody down and poison them. But a poisoned arrow, it's also likely, yeah, sure. That's also another thing.
僕の研究教室に置いてあった毒薬だよ。捜査の時に調べて気がついたんだけど。
Right.
その毒薬の中にやたらと量が少なくなっていたものがあったんだ。
Yep, pretty much.
もしその毒薬がクロスボウの矢に塗られていたとすると、矢をどこに受けようと間違いなく致命傷になったはずだよ。
はるかさん、反論はないんですか？
どうしたんだ？なぜ何も言わん？まさか本当にお主が犯人なのか？そんなわけないよ。だってどうして春川さんが桃田くんを殺すの？
It could have been an accident.
黙っていては何もわからんではないか。
Well, again, it's like she didn't kill Momota. It could have been possible that she killed Kokichi Omakun, basically. Again, I'm still sticking to the fact that the one who is dead is Oma. Oma has to be the one who is dead.
春川さんは言っていたよね。何を犠牲にしようと大間くんに勝つってさ。
Yeah.
きっと春川さんはこの学級裁判で 大間君を殺そうとしている
Man,
ん
I'm
だ
getting hungry actually. Fuck.
殺し合いの首謀者で絶望の残党でもある彼をね。
だとすると春川さんの何を犠牲にしようとの言葉の意味とは。
The sacrifice that Maki's talking about must be all of us.
そうだ。春川さんは僕ら全員の命と引き換えに大間君を殺そうとしているんじゃないかな。
So it is exactly what I thought. It's like, psychologically speaking, this is the situation that I kind of have to put into place, right? Monokuma is a full-blown psychopath that gets enjoyment out of a killing game. Because that is the case, he's gonna force killings onto each other, regardless of the intent of killing. And he's just gonna be the judge and executioner of everything. Because of that fact, it kind of made it so that Kokichi became the main target of everybody, because he proclaimed himself to be the mastermind, because he's the psychopath that has been forcing everybody to kill each other, basically. So here's the thing: if Kokichi was the end objective to kill everybody, if he was actually the end objective, the killing game would end, basically. So, okay, if Kokichi's dead, everybody can be happy. But if Kokichi is the one who died and got compressed, and basically we ended up in this situation where he's because he pretended to be the leader, he got killed. Now that the real mastermind is still alive, it kind of leaves Maki as the murderer, because her intent was to kill the mastermind. And because of it, well, Maki now is in the line of fire, and Kaito is as well in the line of fire, because now they can potentially become the blackened in this situation. So, yeah, somebody's gonna die in this situation.
私たち犠牲に
And again, it's like, the possibility, what I'm thinking is that the poisoned arrow possibly was not shot from Maki, from Harumaki, but possibly from Kaito, because I feel like she's such a cold-blooded killer that she wouldn't mind, but maybe she would care if her beloved Momota is the one responsible for the death of Kokichi Oma, basically.
つまり春川さんは真実を隠すことで学級裁判で僕らに間違った答えを出させて
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, I think.
大間君ごと僕らを全滅させようとしていたんですか。
ということは春川が犯人なのは確定ではないか。
I mean, not necessarily all of us, but it's just like, again, it's very possible that that's the situation.
春川さん自身には真相が分かってるってことだもんね。
Not necessarily.
そんな姑息な作戦も犀原ちゃんの活躍のおかげで台無しになっちゃったね。残念だったね、春川ちゃん。ま、俺の思った通りだったけどね。
君は最初から春川さんが犯人だと知っていたんですね。だからあんなに余裕で。
でもまだ終わりじゃないよ。
ん？
それが真実かもしれないけど。でも真実を突き止めて終わりじゃない。
Yeah, sure, that's kind of the thing.
そこから僕らが選ぶ選択肢が必ずしも真実である必要はないんだ。
え？どういう意味？
まさか真相が分かった上でその真相とは違う結末に投票する気？
違う結末って 投票をわざと間違えるという
It's still too soon to vote anyway.
なんだと？
桃太くんは僕に言ってくれたんだ。僕なら真実の向こうにある何かがつかめるはずだって。だとしたら真実を見つけて終わりじゃない。その先にある僕らの希望をつかみ取るためにも。古川さん、真実を話してくれないか。君だけが知っている真実を。
そうなんだ。桃太があんたにそんなことを言ってたんだ。
What did?
じゃああいつが死ぬ前に仲直りできたんだね。
うん。昨日会いに行った時にね。
そっか。わかった。話すよ。あんたたちを巻き添えにした責任もあるしね。それにしてもさ、犀原ってしつこいよね。最初からそうだったっけ？
どうかな。もしかしたら桃太くんの影響かも。
あいつも結構しつこい性格してたもんね。
それで何があったんですか？
春川さん、教えてよ。私たちもうちから
Shut
頼
up!
む。
Shut up, blue woman. Nobody gives a shit about blue women.
そして春川さんは真実を語り始めた。だがそれは僕らにとって驚きの真実なのであった。
Monokuma, why did you become like a middle-aged woman all of a sudden?
余計なナレーションを入れるでない。ムードが台無しじゃ。
I mean,
ま、これはこれでつまらなくない展開かもね。
I guess so. Man. Intermission. Do you want to save it? Yes, actually. Do we want to save some bullshit tonight? Okay, let's do this shit mission. Okay.
さてと、
Okay. I guess I'm gonna stop it for today, actually. We're gonna stop for now. We're gonna be having fun later this time. Wait, do we have a soccer match on Saturday? Let me double check, actually. I'm not a big fan of soccer, not gonna lie, but it's like whatever, honestly. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Wait. Okay. Exit. There we go. Quit. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's see. What do we have on the World Cup? Kind of bullshit. Okay, let's see. World Cup match on Saturday. Let's see. Canada, Morocco. Wait, Saturday 4th. Okay, so it's gonna be Canada, Morocco, Paraguay, France. Okay, so if you want to be fruity, yeah, Saturday. It seems like we have free range for like Saturday. On Sunday we have the real match, Mexico versus England. It's gotta be something. Brazil, Norway, also at 2 p.m. Okay, so that's gonna be a thing. So yeah, we basically have free range for Saturday to continue Danganronpa a little bit. That's gonna be kind of mighty interesting. It's gonna be mighty enjoyable. I'm gonna be very happy about it. I'm lying because I don't care about shit about soccer. Who the fuck? I don't care. I don't give a shit about football. I don't give a shit about football. Period. but the World Cup is kind of okay, so we'll just leave it like that. And I do want to watch it, so let's just leave it that. Let's just pretend that we care about for like 20 seconds. Anyway, so we are ready. We are really setting up for Saturday. For tomorrow, I don't know what I streamed 2 days in a row in Spanish, so maybe I should stream two. Well, actually, tomorrow's Friday. Maybe I should stream in Spanish. Here's the thing that I was thinking, actually. In Spanish, I was thinking about streaming some motherfucking bullcrap that is like narration inclusive. So maybe, yeah, maybe tomorrow for Fantasia. I kind of wanna. Okay, we're back. Cool, awesome. Sorry about that. I unplugged my computer. Unfortunate, actually. Very, very unfortunate. So sorry about that. Okay, so sorry to break immersion for like a couple of seconds, actually. But so yeah, it's like I'm thinking about focusing on narration a little bit on Spanish, just to practice my voice acting in Spanish, just a teeny tiny bit, just to get some mother trucker bullcrap happening. Getting more practice in the emotional fields of entertainment a little bit, seducing the audience, making them think that they're important for like 20 seconds or something. Sloppy seconds, absolutely. Where's my model? There I am. Okay, cool. So yeah, I was thinking a little bit of like getting like a game that I can narrate in Spanish a little bit. Besides Refantasio, because again, it's just like, Refantasio, kind of fun, kind of enjoyable, but not forcing. I mean, yeah, I guess it does force my voice acting a little bit. But yeah, it's I don't know. I was thinking about replaying motherfucking Steins Gate in Spanish if it's possible. It's a possibility. It's a very possible situation, and I can totally try and attempt to do in that particular instance. Ooh, yes, possibly. That can be very exciting. That can be very sexy. That can be very, very good. Very good at cheese, if I am completely honest with you. Okay, yeah, sure. Anyway, so yeah, we got that happening, but the thing is, like, lately I've been wanting to draw on stream like quite a lot. I've been wishing to draw on stream a little bit. I've been trying to, like, I don't know, compose a little bit on my free time as well, and yeah, I'm having lots of fun with it. A teeny tiny bit. So yeah, that's the thing. Whenever I have free time, I want to like I actually want to draw a little bit of like anything. I want to draw like concepts for like my streams. I want to draw like scenes. I want to draw like backgrounds. I want to make music for my streams. I want to stream a little bit more often along with that kind of thing. So yeah, it kind of becomes this kind of thing where it's like I'm just like trying to like mentalize myself to make the most satisfying environment for an audience, basically. So yeah, that's kind of the thing, and it's like it kind of involves voice acting, it kind of involves you know, plenty of things actually. It kind of involves plenty of things. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. So I can become a dark overlord and rule the lands or whatever. I don't know. Which is kind of like the funny shit about it, basically. You know, it's like if I had the chance to rule the universe, would I take it? And it's like, yeah, that's a very possible situation, but it's like I kind of want to have fun with it, you know. I kind of want to have fun with it. I kind of want to have fun with the whole thing. I want to learn how to act and make like a lot of characters, you know, just make life interesting, because again, it's like sometimes making life interesting is more important than just feeling like you have authority over something, which again is like you do need a little bit of authority to actually motherfucking enjoy everything, you know? Like, if you think about it, you do need a little bit of authority, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that fucking bullshit. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna shove it down my mouth, I'm gonna lick it, and I'm gonna pretend that it's a sexy woman that I'm making out with. Or something. I don't know, basically. Uh Hopefully a sexy woman that happens to not be a deep fried motherfucking shrimp or whatever the fuck. Yes. Yes. Anyway. Fuck you. I don't want to deal with this fucking bullshit. Anyway. So yeah. As far as my energy goes, I think I'm coming back to my normal self a little bit. Hopefully it remains that way, to be honest with you. Hopefully my energy becomes turns back to what it's supposed to be, you know? Yeah, hopefully it turns back to what it's supposed to be a little bit. I'm a little bit of an introvert, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting to manage all this kind of situation, all this kind of magic that is gonna make you get so excited and I don't know, get something. I don't know. Some kick out of it. But yeah, anyway. So for now, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. I'm a little bit hungry. I think there's still somebody I think there's still the possibility for me to buy something delicious today. So I'm gonna leave a little bit early and fill my stomach, actually. So yeah. We're gonna leave it at that. Thanks so much for watching if you did. Look forward to tomorrow and yeah, I don't know. What's it called? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, probably tomorrow is Refantasia. Probably. If my energy is full, probably Refantasia. Yeah. Possibly, yeah. But very likely, very likely. So yeah. Until then, I'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Goodbye. Danganronpa, your puzzles are still shit!